Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we found out that What did we find out? I just did it and I completely forget what it was, but whatever it was that we found out, it has led us to the Museum of Mostly Natural History. Now let's find out why we were here. Oh, don't that look familiar?
All right, Skunky, it's time to pay the piper, plus tax and applicable service fees.
Oh, finally! We actually get normal gameplay again! Oh, I was so concerned that the entire game was going to play out like the past the past hour or something. Like everything so far in this chapter, basically. So now I can go ahead and save, first off. I could save other times, but now I can save for real. Again. Because I could before. Whatever.
Hang tight, little buddy.
Can finally look at this again. So let's see here, the case. Samtrak Mex's lobotomizer to the Museum of Mostly Natural History. His buddy's brain must be in here somewhere. Simple enough. Suspects. Okay, so Sam, one half of the freelance police, carries a trusty sidearm known as Big Kill, will deliver a world-class beatdown to brain-stealing chumps. Max, other half of freelance police, has a brain capable of bizarre psychic powers. Liked life better as an unlobotomized sociopath. Flint Paper, hard-boiled private detective, believes that applying for a permit to carry is for chumps. Has advanced degree in interrogation from Puncham University. Grandpa Stinky. Haven't seen him so far in this chapter, but I guess he's here somewhere. Cantankerous owner of Stinky's Diner, grandfather of Girl Stinky, now even older than he was in the episode The Penal Zone. Really? I would not have expected that. And of course, General Skunkape, intergalactic warlord, sensitive to trans-dimensional racial injustices, still after the psychic powers of the Devil's Toy Box. Stinky runs Stinky's Diner in Grandpa Stinky's absence, dismissively inspects her nails 30 times a day. Might be trying to kill Grandpa Stinky. Probably. I wonder if she's going to wind up as Skunkape's queen again. Are the pictures all dated? No, just that one, February 23rd. Wonder what's significant about that date. Frankie the Rat. Genus Rattus. Species Norvegicus. Outstanding depths, many with the juice running. Hubert Q. Tourist. Came to America by way of Aschaffenburg. Likes guided tours, scrapbooking, eating waffles on the beach. I'm done with that. Dislikes punchy buffet goers, or pushy buffet goers, the hit TV show Perfect Strangers, and cacti. I wonder if that'll come into play. Ex-minion sign spinner. Parents claim to still be very proud of him. Stole a handful of pens and a stapler from Skunkape's ship from a minion of General Skunkape. The cops. Kurt 286, higher processing, Bob Bell, communications expert, Chippy, generally useless. But at least he's cute. Also, nothing about Carol. Matty Ratata is commenting on the rat we were just talking about. He says, "Oh neat, a Norwegian black. Common lab rat choice." Interesting. Of course, with Max's brain gone, we don't have the Psychic Max option anymore. And as far as inventory, only got the gun. Turn hourglass. Cool, we're going to have puzzle solving again.
I'll take a look around after I track down Max's brain.
Can I turn the hourglass, though?
Not now. I've got to find Max's brain.
Are we going to find Max's brain and then, actually start puzzle solving then?
It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth. Could Max's brain still be alive?
Well, I mean, we're only halfway through the Devil's Playground, so I don't think Max is going to remain dead the entire time. Also, I was totally looking at the dinosaur skeleton, not the spot on the ground.
Later.
Alright, let's go ahead and head up there then. Ooh, laser light show. Friday nights in the planetarium. Oh, I don't stream on Fridays though. What's that say? Carl Sargon Lecture Series. Big Bang, Cosmology, Physics, and You. When relatively overstays its welcome, avoiding gravity wells. That's probably a very important thing to do. Quantum field. Landscaping? Twine theory. And I'm not even going to try to read that last one. Mundane objects in space. A cosmic odyssey.
Technological might, necromancer!
Throwing down your simian hindquarters, barbarian!
Skunky. And overweight? He's looking pretty spry for a 120-year-old. And there's the Devil's Toy Box. And it's that.
Sam! Get me out of here. This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
The interloper who foiled my scheme to collect the toys of power and re-imprisoned me in the penal zone?
Sam? The great-grandson of the patron who put the kibosh on my intricate plan to unleash Yog-Sothoth and take over the world?
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Yes, a common enemy. I propose an alliance.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth?
Agreed.
Nice going, Bubble Brain.
Don't blame me. I'm still trying to find the volume controls on this thing.
Minions, after him.
Sam? Aw, man. Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. Yeah, it was way more fun when they were fighting.
Oh no! Well,
Another toy is out!
are they summoning toys? Is that what's going on?
Toy location acquired.
They're summoning toys, it seems. Should probably do something about this.
Please, help us reach our goal. Operators are standing by to take your call. Look at all those cool psychic toys. Am I doing that?
Indeed, yes. Your psychic brain, melded to Monsieur Paperweight's sorcery and my super science, have created a techno-arcanic whirlpool, drawing the toys to this convenient container.
So that explains the giant sucking sound in my head.
No, that's just you.
Hey, Skunky!
Yes?
Oh, you had to come down here to talk to you? No, alright. Let's talk.
What are you two scamps doing with the Devil's Toy Box?
We're tapping the nigh infinite power of your brain to create a bifurcated vortex of technological and arcane energies to impel the toys of power to return to their point of origin via a five-dimensional matrix of quantum foam and sympathetic magics.
Yes, of course.
You have no idea what I just said, do you?
No, but if it means more psychic toys for me, then vortex away. Now that you and Fezhead have stopped fighting, could you tell me how my brain ended up outside my sexy little body?
I took it from you after I was suddenly ejected from the penal zone.
How come I didn't notice?
You appeared to be entranced by a primitive form of Earth entertainment.
Around here, we call it a popcorn coma, big guy. What are you planning to do with my brain once this whole Toys for Jerks drive is over?
The same thing I planned to do before you yanked me into your ASAT's penal zone. Plug your brain into my ship's central computer and use your terrifying psychic powers to conquer the galaxy.
Couldn't we just use them to cruise for chicks? The ladies love a good spoon bending.
That's curious. My scans indicate you don't even like girls.
Well, he didn't used to, but we kind of changed the past. Out of curiosity, can I save? No. This is one conversation that I cannot save in the middle of.
Could you try not to kill Sam? He's my designated driver whenever I'm in the sauce like this.
Oh, my minions won't kill him.
That's good.
They're under strict orders to drag him beaten and bloodied to my feet, so that he might witness my ascension to ruler of the galaxy.
Just so long as he can still drive. So, long time no see.
Long time? Yes, yes. If only you knew how long. It has been but a handful of Earth hours since you and your companion imprisoned me in the penal zone. However, due to the temporal phase shifting of the zone, I experienced years of maddening nothingness during those fleeting hours.
Ah, that would explain the tiny crow's feet around the eyes. Not to mention that telltale old gorilla smell. What are you doing here, anyway?
The same thing I was doing all those years ago.
Boring me to tears?
Gathering the toys of power so that I might conquer the galaxy.
How do you get out, though? That's my main question.
I see you've got your old band of lackeys back together.
Yes, yes. My mighty army is once again ready to take on the galaxy. At least they would be if Paperweight's filthy security guard wasn't underfoot. That disease-carrying insect had better keep his pestilent thorax away from my boys.
Which security guard would that be?
Why are you working with that creepy paperweight guy?
Monsieur Paperweight and I have reached an accommodation.
Is that legally permitted in this state?
I'm lending my scientific prowess to his mystical efforts to draw the toys of power into the so-called Devil's Toy Box.
That spell thing Paperweight's working on. It wouldn't have something to do with summoning an elder god by the name of Yog-Sagoth, would it?
Now that you mention it, Yog-Sagoth's name did come up once or twice. He's certainly touchy about that precious tapestry of his.
Yeesh. Could you go over there for a while? The way you're salivating over my anterior cortex is creeping me out, frankly.
Very well.
Okay, so that's you. Anything else of interest around here? We can. That's how we return to Sam, apparently.
Power is growing.
What's that for?
That controls our new laser light show. It will bring many, many young people to the museum.
If you can lure them away from their zoetropes. Hey you, Fez guy!
What is it?
What are you and Corporal Buttcheeks here doing with the Devil's Toy Box anyway?
We're unwinding and rewiring the synapses of your brain to cast a blasphemous net of tech necromancy across the reality so that the toys of power may be properly encased within the Devil's Toy Box.
Ah, that's about what I thought.
Really? Repeat what I just said.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got a wonderful brain. Blargy, blargy. More toys for me. You're a magical mumbo-jumbo guy, so maybe you can tell me. What's the deal with me having psychic powers all of a sudden? Am I going through the change?
It's difficult to say. The only minds on this plane capable of wielding the toys of power are the insane, the simple, or the defective.
Ah, you've been reading my press, kid.
But encountering two special brains in the same bloodline is practically unheard of. Your lineage is most peculiar and dangerous.
You should see us during holiday cookouts. Did you try and stop your new buddy from zapping Sam with a banana-shaped ray gun or whatever?
Why should I give a hell-beast's hangnail about the fate of Summit's brood?
Well, let me get back to you on that. How come you haven't aged a day since my great-grandpa kicked your demon-summoning butt back in the olden times?
The horrible secret of my apparent immortality is too terrible to comprehend, and would surely drive an uninitiated mind such as yours to the brink of madness were I to utter it.
So, Pilates then?
Can Max be driven mad?
What are you doing in this 2-bit museum anyway?
Since my defeat at the hands of your meddling ancestors, I've insinuated myself into the archaeological community, painstakingly gathering the requisite toys of power necessary to reopen a doorway between our world and the realm of Yog-Sothoth.
Nerd. Pretty grubby joint you got here.
It's one of the finest collections in the world. Our Yog-Sothoth tapestry is one of a kind.
Gee, it'd be a shame if Skunk Ape's minions ripped your tapestry to shreds and used it for space towelettes. You know, accidentally.
Yeah, don't even think of such a thing.
Why are you and that big dumb ape Skunk Ape working together?
General Skunkapi and I have had a meeting of minds over our mutual loathing of you, your partner, and your forefathers.
So that added up to what? One mind between you?
I just hope his brain-dead minions can dispose of your partner without injuring any of my employees.
All this talking with my brain is making me tired. Let's talk later.
Hello there, Tidbit. Welcome to my stream. Tidbit says, I forget how weird this game gets. Yeah, it gets weird, but it gets weird in a fun way. I think we're done looking around as Max's brain, so
Calibrating lepton emitters.
let's go ahead and return to Sam.
These two goofs are about as entertaining as public radio. Oh, I sure hope Sam survived the attack of the minions. I've got a lot of complaining to do.
Meanwhile,
Well, at least I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunk Ape and Paperweight are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here. Somehow I doubt they're gonna lure in the jaded thugs of today with laser light shows. Not enough despinings to hold a young person's attention. That's interesting.
Oh,
Holyoke, Massachusetts. If I remember my field guide for otherworldly incursions correctly, that tentacle's a flagellum from the dark dimension.
how would you know that?
I better not get too close to that thing. I could end up in some other dimension where the laws of physics are inside out, or radio stations are dominated by folk music, or some other nightmarish claw-your-eyes-out scenario.
So eventually we're going to have to find our way in there.
Coming soon, a brief history of bad ideas in transportation. I hope Max's brain and body are reunited by the time this exhibit opens. He loves tooling around in comically unviable vehicles.
That does sound fun.
Although the Hindenburg met its fiery demise in 1937, its sister ship, the Aeroschwein, is still in operation today and was a stunt double in the 1968 musical Let's All Go for a Ride in My Beautiful Balloon. So that's where that song came from. Good thing Max isn't here. Edutainment sends him into an atavistic rage.
Pluto, real planet or big fat faker? Totally a real planet, and I don't care what anybody says otherwise.
It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain isn't here. There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy phone. I could learn a lot from this if I wasn't so offended by the choice of fonts.
Topological Hui? I think that's what it said. Egyptian exhibit, huh? We'll go there in a bit. Look around down here first.
Hey, you.
Who, me?
Don't get kid with me, wise guy. What are you doing in the museum after dark?
I'm Sam. I'm with the freelance police.
Freelance police, eh? I heard a lot about you guys. A lot. I'm Sal, museum security guard. You must be looking into all the freaky shenanigans going on around here tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Well, feel free to poke around. But right now, you gotta do something about this pile of trash.
That's not trash. That's my partner.
Partner, trash, potato, potato. If it's not up and moving in the next few minutes, I'm tossing that smelly lump of guts into the incinerator.
Incinerator? Yeesh.
Oh! Crap. How'd I wind up over there anyway? I was walking this way. I was clearly walking over to where the Moai statue was. Is it one? Is this statue we know? Well, let's find out.
Hey, it's a Moai head. How's it hanging, big guy? Fine. Be that way.
Nope, not one we know.
Inexplicable object of unknown provenance.
Wonder how much of this stuff we're actually going to use. Whole sword? Sure.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dark dimension.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad my great-grandpa stopped that transdimensional beauty from manifesting in the east side.
Finally got a look at him, huh? So apparently that squid-faced statue that has been Yog-Sothoth the entire time.
Tapestry of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dank dimensions, on loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yog-Sothoth. He doesn't look so tough. In fact, he looks kind of flammable.
I will keep that in mind.
It says it's an information desk, but I feel dumber just looking at it. It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain isn't here. There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy phone.
Earthdog Man, where do you think you're going?
I'm, just looking for the snack foods exhibit.
No one leaves here. It's Concape's orders.
Why?
We're supposed to be on the lookout for, Sam. That's it, Sam. Are you Sam?
No, my name is, Tyrone. Sam's that guy.
Tis we! I've arrived at the world-famous Museum of Mostly Natural History. And look, a cute little animatronic monkey.
Mahila to Skunkape, I've successfully neutralized the one known as Sam.
Yes. Describe him.
Pink, hairless, difficult to place accent.
That's not Sam, you fool. Now don't bother me again until you find Sam.
Apparently that wasn't Sam.
Oh well, happy hunting.
Thank you, Tyrone.
Okay then. I might have an idea of what to call this video.
Oyosaurus henway.
What?
Oyosaurus henway.
That dinosaur is a dragon.
Oyosaurus henway.
Cool. Probably doesn't do anything else, though.
Toxicodendron paleness, a prehistoric and virulent form of poison ivy, was 7 times as irritating as its modern counterpart. Primitive life forms were often driven into fits of howling, scratching rage by the merest sampling of T. paleness's secretions. It's hard to believe something that pretty could be so annoying.
I bet you we're going to need it to solve a puzzle. The coming apocalypse. We'll come back to that. First things first.
That fellow reminds me of my great-granduncle Eustachius. The end of the world is predicted by top apocalypsologists. Some say the world will end in fire, some in ice, but it takes a truly advanced mind to envision an apocalypse that revolves around a many-eyed, many-horned, walking purple people-eater.
I was actually thinking it kind of resembled that, and yeah, that's actually where they went. So I wonder what this hourglass is going to be used for. Well, I think we're going to have to try to find out after our second episode break. So we will be right back. And when we come back, we're going to try out that hourglass and also head into the Egyptian exhibit.